A team from the Fire Bureau's Central Office arrived in Basilan on Monday to look into the most recent deadly sea disaster. Investigators still trying to determine what triggered the March 29 ferry fire that left dozens dead and injured. Retrieval operations are over, but still quite a number of the dead remain unidentified. Among those still missing are 2 Army soldiers assigned in Sulu. A police officer's ring and a handgun are just some of the belongings that could help identify the victims. Lawyer Kelvin Kulahara was among the survivors.
I didn't notice anything wrong when I first boarded the ship.
MV Mary Joy 3 left the Zamboanga City port bound for Jolo before 9 in the evening. Kelvin says the fire alarm went off at around 10:30. His cabin was located at the lower part of the ferry, and since passengers were scampering for safety, it was difficult to find the exit.
Kumakapal na rin yung usok, lumalaki na yung fire, nafe-feel ko yung init ng fire already. At that point, I was just preparing myself to die.
With the burning ferry covered in pitch black darkness, some panicked passengers decided to jump off.
I couldn't understand Tausug, but I understand what Allah means. So they were crying out loud to Allah nung lumalaki na yung apoy.
The crew steered the ferry to dock to a nearby island. Many of the passengers hurriedly slid down the vessel using a rope, causing injury to their hands. Kelvin also witnessed how an infant was brought down from the vessel.
Somebody was able to find a pail or a balde. Nilagay yung infant niya sa balde, tapos nakapag-descend ata, naibaba ng safely, I guess, yung bata from the ship.
Kelvin adds life vests were not sufficient and the ferry's crew seemed inadequately trained to handle such an emergency.
Wala akong nakitang fire extinguishers. Walang lifeboat.
Government regulators are also looking into these potential lapses. The Bangsamoro Parliament, which has jurisdiction over Sulu, is also eyeing a legislative inquiry.
Kailangan natin i-revisit yung mga safety measures, yung services nila, ang daming nag-open ng mga questions na kailangan talaga nating i-answer.
In an earlier statement, Allison Shipping Line says it will cooperate in the investigation and has started handing out financial aid. But for victims like Kelvin, the region's seemingly problematic maritime industry should have long been addressed.
I hope that they will not wait for another tragedy to happen before they fix their services.
David Santos, CNN Philippines.